there? I am very excited to do this makeup look for you today. I just picked up the Divergent makeup kit from Sephora, the one that they released to go along with the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. And it's going to be, you know, the movie comes out on March 21st, so kind of released in time for that. So I used the Abnegation palette, which comes in the kit. I have a review on the kit, which I will be up probably shortly along with this video. So you'll know what I mean when I say the Abnegation palette. But I'm going to use that palette as well as the cheek palette to just kind of get this. It ended up being a goldy, greeny, kind of, you know, subtle smoky look. So if you are interested in getting this Abnegation Divergent look, then keep on watching and get right into it using my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Light. I'm just going to use my fingers to blend that all over my skin. And I've also been using the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This little guy, it's a sample that I got. And I've just been using a tiny little bit and dabbing that right under my eyes. So today I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm the color 117. And I like to just dab this all over my face. And then I've been using my beauty blender to dab that in, blend it in. I use patting motions with my beauty blender, and I've been finding I get really good results. Alright, so I normally actually do this before my foundation, but I totally forgot. But I'm going to apply my Bobbi Brown Under Eye corrector in the color Light Bisque, just right under my eye, only where I see that blue. Only in the area it needs to be corrected. Because this is like a peachier color, I don't want, it's not like a brightener, it doesn't highlight under the eye, so I don't want to apply it too far out except right where I have the bluish discoloration. And onto my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NW20. I'm going to conceal under my eyes. This I do bring more in a triangle under my eyes. So this can go, this is a little bit more brightening and can be extended out. I also dab this on my nose, around my nose. And then I go back in with the beauty blender and use this to just dab that in. Okay, I'm going to set everything using my NARS translucent powder and my Sigma large powder brush, the F20. So the first thing I'm going to be using from the new Divergent kit that Sephora put out is their face and cheek palette. This is what's called a Divergent cheek palette, and they say that the blushes in here are long wearing. So this is the palette. It's got 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter. So let's just go for it here and use everything from this palette. So I'm going to start by using the Intelligent Bronzer, or Intelligent Bronze, and with my NARS Ito brush. I'm just going to bronze up my face here. Okay, so for my look today, I think I'm going to use Misty Rose, the blush color in here, as opposed to the Obscure Coral, which is the other one. So I'm just going to use my Sigma SS168, the angled brush. You can see it's already got some old blush coloring on there. So I just picked a little bit up, and I'm going to apply just kind of behind the apples of my cheeks and draw that up into my hairline. Alright, so lastly from this palette, I'm going to use the highlighter. And I think I'm going to use, this isn't my normal highlighting brush, but I think I'm going to use the Duo Fiber Powder Foundation Brush by Sigma, the F15. Just pick a little bit up on the end here and dust that onto the tops of my cheekbones. And this definitely has more of a gold cast of a highlight, which I don't own anything that has a golden highlighting cast. I think that, if I remember correctly, the NARS Albatross has more of a gold undertone to it, but I don't have that, so I was happy to get this palette for that highlighter. So next I'm going to prime my eyes using Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I'm going to give that some time to set as I do my eyebrows. And I have been using the Anastasia, the Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. This was in my February favorites. I've really been enjoying this. And I just use this little angled synthetic brush to apply it. It came in a My Glam bag forever ago, so it doesn't have a name to it. But a little goes a really long way with this product. So I just get the slightest amount on my brush, and I just very lightly start to feather it in to my brows. And then I'm just going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel to set the hairs in place. Alright, so the eye look that we are going for today is an Abnegation look from the Divergent series, and specifically the Abnegation palette from the Sephora Divergent set. I'm going to start by taking the gold color called Golden Honesty on a Sigma shader crease brush, the E47. I'm going to tap off any extra, and I'm just going to lay this on the inner half of my eye. And then using the same brush, I'm just going to dust it off a little bit. I'm going to use Intrepid Moss, so that is the green color in the palette, and apply that to the outer half of my eye, blending it in with the gold color. So I am going to use some of the bold espresso color in the crease, but before I do that, I kind of just eyeshadow looks are all about blending, blending, blending. So I'm gonna take the Altruistic Almond on a Sigma SS224 brush. This is just like a blending brush. So I'm taking a little bit on there, and then I'm just gonna blend that into the crease and kind of up all the way. You know, you can go as high as the brow bone with this color because it's very neutral. It's a nice matte cream color. Just a good neutral color to blend, blend, blend. And then I'm gonna go in with the Bold Espresso. And I wanna put this more precisely. So using the Sigma pencil brush, the SS219, I'm gonna get a little bit on and just place it gently into the outer half of my crease and just kind of blend it in. You know, bring it in a little bit more. Once some of the color has come off. Then I'm gonna go back in with that Altruistic Almond again and just blend. Blend those colors together. If you find that you're doing this and you're blending, you feel like you're blending too much, like you're losing the deepness of the brown that you want, you can always go back in and add more. You can always add. It's harder to take away once you already have that down. So under my eye, I think I'm gonna use the green. So I'm gonna go back in with the pencil brush, again, the Sigma pencil brush. Get that Intrepid Moss color and just bring that under my eye. So with all the blending and everything, I've kind of lost the intensity of that gold on the inner corner. So I'm just gonna go in with the gold shade again and add a little bit more color there, and also kind of bring it more into my inner corner so that it can act as my inner corner highlight. And then I'll bring it actually under my inner eye a little bit as well. So when I'm doing an eye look where I'm wearing, you know, quite, I wouldn't say that these eyeshadows are super intense, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I really like to line my eyes, at least to my waterline and tight line. So I'm going to do that now. I just think it puts the look together a little bit more. So I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs highliner gel crayon and just tight line gently if you need to, which I do. Pull up on your eye. Some people can do it without, I cannot. So then I'm going to gently pull down, get my waterline. And that just kind of brings everything together a little bit more, in my opinion. Now I would consider a very thin line of like a liquid liner on my upper lash line, but I'm not going to today just because, for the sheer sake that I don't think the Abnegation would have worn any eyeliner. And I say that because when Triss chose Dauntless as her faction and left Abnegation, she started to wear eyeliner and do things that she hadn't normally done. So I'm going to go with no eyeliner today just for that reason. Even though the Abnegation probably wouldn't have worn makeup at all. But hey, that's no fun, is it? So let's finish up. I'm just going to apply my Mally mascara. And I totally forgot about this last color in the palette, the Transform. It's the shimmery, glittery, diamondy-like color that they are saying you can apply wet or dry for different looks. And I totally forgot about it. I really like the look as is, but I may just try a little bit of this. I'm just gonna get a little bit on my finger and just lightly dab kind of right in the center of my lid. I don't know if you are gonna be able to see that, but it just adds a little bit more sparkle to the look. So last step, my Scandinavia setting spray. So the kit came with lip glosses. So I'm going to use my Cream Cut by MAC all over my lips. And I'm going to top that with the gloss from the palette or from the kit called Natural Virtue. And these do have a very strong minty smell to them. And I really couldn't tell much of a difference when I applied that, but maybe a little bit more shine. So I think that is the makeup look that I've got for you today. The Abnegation palette, Abnegation look from the Divergent makeup kit collection by Sephora. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.